National Report Court is back in session. On today's docket, Elon Musk threatens to sue the Anti-Defamation League. He's blaming the nonprofit for an advertising revenue slump on X since he took over the platform.
It comes after the ADL published a report in May that found, quote, over 5,000 examples from February 2023 of anti-Semitism from 2,173 accounts on X after accounts were reinstated under Musk's direction. So, taking up the potential case is Erin Elmore. She's an attorney and Republican strategist. Andrew Lieb is an attorney with Lieb at Law and a legal political analyst. For the purposes of the segment alone, Erin will represent Musk. Andrew, you can represent the ADL. And thank you for doing so here. So let's get to the case or potential case. Erin, Musk taking to X, accusing the ADL of, quote, trying to kill this platform by falsely accusing it and me of being anti-Semitic. That's a quote. And there is his tweet. Does he have a case, Erin?
I mean, absolutely. What's actually going on here? I can go into case law about free speech, and the speech we should protect the most is the speech that offends us the most. But forget that for a moment. What the ADL is doing here is acting as sort of a woke mafia, scaring advertisers away from the platform because they'll be feared of being called anti-Semitic. And this isn't the first time that the ADL has engaged in these tactics. They've done this to Facebook, and when the country of Iceland said they wanted to ban male circumcision, they labeled them Nazis. So basically, Musk here is just fighting for the little guys who can't sue like he intends to do. And believe me, this case is not a threat. It is a promise from Elon Musk. And this is a free speech platform. Although these accounts might be anti-Semitic or negative, this is free speech in America, and we do need to protect all of that speech because censorship is what we've seen in the last couple of years is a product of the left in a way they control.
The ADL has a response, a spokesperson saying ADL is unsurprised yet undeterred that anti-Semites, white supremacists, conspiracy theorists, and other trolls have launched a coordinated attack on our organization. This type of thing is nothing new, end quote. Andrew, what's the defense here?
Well, let's just say Erin just called them the woke mafia, the ADL, the woke mafia. And clearly you know, and I know, that Erin can't be sued for defamation because she was expressing an opinion. In fact, calling anyone an anti-Semite is an opinion. The Third Circuit Court of Appeals ruled in Ali v. Woodbridge Township that opinions like calling someone an anti-Semite is non-actionable. To do a defamation case, you have to say a false opinion of fact, something that has a meaning, has a precision that a reasonable listener would know. Calling someone an anti-Semite is always an opinion according to the Third Circuit precedent. In fact, if you were going to go after the ADL, it's not like just suing you or I or a normal guy. Because they are public figures, you have to show there was actual malice as well when the Anti-Defamation League raised anti-Semitism. So it's an opinion. There's no actual malice. This is a frivolous case. And in fact, that's why many states like California and New York have laws on the books called anti-slap statutes, where a defendant in such a case that's exercising their free speech on a matter of public concern can actually go after the plaintiff and seek damages because they're just trying to silence free speech. Elon Musk isn't a free speech absolutist. He's a free speech when Elon Musk likes it. He needs to be an absolutist, and we should allow the Anti-Defamation League to speak in public and on X.
Well, let me talk about damages just for a second and see how this plays out here. Erin, and you'll be able to respond to this as well, because Musk went on to, quote, talk about damages here. He says our U.S. advertising revenue is still down 60%, primarily due to pressure on advertisers by ADL. So they almost succeeded in killing X Twitter. So again, if you show damages, like, does it change the argument at all, Erin?
Well, we haven't seen a complaint from Elon Musk yet, and my esteemed legal colleague knows that. So we're going to have to wait and see what that complaint looks like. But I think this is far more than a defamation case. It's a business interference case and several other counts here. So I do believe that these damages are legitimate. I believe that Elon Musk has gone over his site, X, and looked for instances of anti-Semitism and realized they're not what the ADL is claiming. So the truth is an absolute defense, and I think we need to let this one play out.
All right, and we'll head to Andrew for final thoughts.
I think Erin's 100% right. You can't judge a case until you've seen the complaint. We have to see what he's alleging. We have to see that there's actual facts he's alleging. If it's an interference with a contract, we need to see the contracts he's alleging and see if ADL knows what's happening. To prejudge a case before reading a complaint is to make a fool of all of us. So we're going to wait and see what happens, but let's hope and understand that our jury system, our court system, our criminal justice system is going to be able to solve this answer for all of us and have free speech for everyone.
Okay, well said. Aaron Elmore and Andrew Lieb, if you could stand by. Again, this is National Report Court, so we don't have the complaint. Again, nothing's been filed yet, and we're going to have a judge and jury decision. That's where we welcome in Rachel Kugel. She's a trial and defense attorney. Rachel, you've listened to the arguments. Where do you land on this one?
I think Mr. Lieb wins.
Why is
I
that?
think free speech wins, right? Because both sides have the freedom of speech in this country. So Elon Musk can say what he wants, and the ADL can say what they want, and that's that. So he wins.
All right.
Free speech
Well, the
wins for us all.
problem is that the ADL is harming Twitter, now X, because of their interference into those contractual relationships. So I think if the complaint states that, we might have a different answer.
Okay.
And I would just say I think there's a lot of reasons why Twitter's having problems that have nothing to do with the ADL, and he would have to prove that it's causally related.
Okay, we're drawing
We
conclusions
had an appeals
on National
process
Report
just
Court.
now.
There
I
we
like
go.
it.
I think it was more than we even asked for. That's why we have everyone come on today, Aaron and Andrew, and of course Rachel. National Report Court is adjourned. Take care, all. Coming up,